Good afternoon, ma'am, and good afternoon, classmate. The focusing topic for this afternoon is about social networking and health. So, through this topic, we've been talking about the effects and benefit and use of social networking. So let's define first what is health and social networking. Health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. So social networking is the use of internet-based social media site to stay connected with friends, family, colleague, customer, or clients. Social networking can have a social purpose, a business purpose, or both through sites like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Social networking is a social structure made of individuals or organizations that represent needs and they are associated with one or more types of interdependency, such as friendship, common interests, work knowledge, prestige, and many of other interests. So, social networking is the networking of individuals or small group in certain group.
The social network can be divided into several groups, depending on connection methods, field of operation, or expertise of those who participate in specific networks, which is social network with personal physical connectivity, which is the citizens, association, transplant network, etc., and global internet social network, which is Facebook, Twitter, and Skype. A specific internet health-related social network and medical social internet network for non-professional, scientific internet social network, and social internet network supported by professionals. Each of these networks has a specific mode of action on the development of healthcare. Their essence is that they allow improvement of information flow to healthcare users and health professionals. Also, in some cases, users of healthcare can also get financial support and furtherance of the health services. Some social networks share the surviving experiences in relation to that advice. The other recommends accommodation and hospital or treatments. Some contain educational articles for patients, promoting a healthy lifestyle and recommend preventive programs. The positive aspect of social media. Social media enables you to communicate and stay up to date with family and friends around the world. Find new friends and communities, network with other people who share similar interests or ambitions. Join or promote worthwhile causes, raise awareness on important issues, seek or offer emotional support during good times. Find vital social connection if you live in a remote area or have limited independence, social anxiety, or are a part of a marginalized group. Find an outlet for your creativity and self-expression. Discover with care sources of valuable information and learning. How is a social network important to health? Using social network and the health sector enables increase in communication and cooperation, where patients exchange information about similar problems and professionals can share experiences on care or treatment. As a result, make better health decisions. Top 4 ways social media is used by healthcare professionals. Number 1. Share information. Social media is intended to provide individuals the ability to access information quickly and communicate with others.
Sharing information through social media can give them some tips of a healthy lifestyle like exercise, eating healthy food, and more.
Other forms of sharing information through social media include provide updates on new technologies, introduce new doctors in a practice on social networks, answer questions on various topics, deliver generic free and post-operative care information. Number 2. Train medical personnel. Trainees are not the only people who benefit from this social media technique. Organization can use training videos and picture from training season to engage audience and enhance their social media channels by marketing their facilities. Number 3, live update during procedure. And number 4, communicate in times of crisis.
Hello, good afternoon. I am Sarah Desara, third year, major in Social Studies. So, I am the continuation of the first reporter about social network and health. So, let us proceed. I am the second reporter. I also discuss positive effect of social media on body image. Social media can positively impact body image in a number of ways: health and wellness, fitness, and plant-based food account can be all inspirational model from some users. Through this framework, social media user can maintain a healthy and a positive outlook on their body image. So recently, the organization Eating Disorder Hope details how social media can potentially benefit the way women feel about their body image. They said the landscape of body positivity on the internet was created a more understanding and inclusive space for all body types. As a result, body image advocacy on social media can make a hug impact on individually actively struggle when eating disorder. So let us proceed about social medias may promote negative experience. So there have 6 experiences negative as first, inadequate about your life or appearance. So even if you know that image you are viewing on social media are manipulated, they are still make you feel insecure about how you look or what's going under your own life. Similarly, we're all aware the other people tend to share just the highlight of their lives. Rarely, the low point that everyone experience. So, number 2, fear of missing out, or in acronym, FOMO. While FOMO has been around far longer than social media, sites such as Facebook, and Instagram seem to exacerbate feeling that others are having more fun or living better life than you are. The idea that you're missing out on certain things can impact your self-esteem, trigger anxiety, and fuel even greater social media use. So third, isolation. A study at the University of Pennsylvania found that high usage of Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram increase rather than decrease feeling of loneliness. Conversely, the study found that reducing social media usage can actually make you feel less lonely and isolated and improve your overall well-being. So fourth, depression and anxiety. Human beings need face-to-face contact to be mentally healthy. Nothing reduces stress and boosts your mood faster or effectively than eye-to-eye contact with someone who care about you. The more you prioritize social media interaction over in-person relationship, the more you are at the risk for developing or extra biting mood disorders such as anxiety and depression. So number 5, cyberbullying. About 10% of teens report being bullied on social media, and many other users are subject to offensive comment, social media platforms such as Twitter can be hotspot for spreading hurtful rumors, lies, and abuse that can leave lasting emotional scars. So last, number 6, self-absorption. Sharing endless selfies and all your innermost thoughts on social media can create an unhealthy self-centeredness and distance you from real-life connection. So let us proceed other causes of unhealthy social media use. So number 1, a fear of missing out or FOMO can keep you returning to social media over and over again, even though there are very few things that cannot wait or need an immediate response. FOMO will have you believe otherwise. So second, many of us use social media as a security blanket. Whenever we're in a social media situation and feel anxious, awkward, or lonely, we turn to our phone and log on to social media. Of course, interacting with social media only deny you the face-to-face interaction that can help us ease anxiety. So last, number 3, your heavy social media use could be a masking other underlying problem such as stress, depression, bored. If you spend more time on social media when you're feeling down, lonely, worried, you may use it as a way to distract yourself from unpleasant feeling or self-soothe your mood. While it can be difficult at first, allowing yourself to feel and can be open you up to finding healthier way to manage your moods. So let us proceed. A sign that social media is impact your mental health. So that is also important that we need to know what the impact of social media when we are using social media, what impact on our mental health. So that is more important that we need to know what are the impact for everyone when using social media. So everyone is different and there is no specific amount of time to spend on social media. So or the frequency you check for update or the number of posts you make that indicate your use is becoming unhealthy rather than has to do with the time spent on social media has on your mood and other aspect of your life along with your motivation for using it. So for example, your social media used by be problematic if it caused you to neglect the face-to-face relationship, distract you from work or schools, or leaves you feeling envious, angry, or depressed. Similarly, if you are motivated to be use social media just because you're worried or lonely or want you to post something to make other jealous or upset, it may be time to recess your social media habit. Yes, that is also the example that we need to not to post for the sake of our personality. So let us proceed. Indicators that social media may be adversely affecting your mental health include. So there have 8 mental health. For one, spending more time on social media than with real world friends. So, using social media has become a substitute for a lot of your offline social interaction. Even if you're out with friends, you still feel the needs to constantly check social media, often driven by feelings than other may be having a more fun than you. Number two, comparing yourself unfavorably with other on social media. You have low self-esteem or negative body image. You may even have a pattern of disorder eating. So number three, experiencing cyberbullying, or you worrying that you have no control over the things people post about you. So number four, being distracted at the school or work. So you feel pressure to post regular content about yourself, get comment or like on your post, or respond quickly and enthusiastically to friends' posts. So number five, having no time for self-reflection. So every spare moment is filled by engaging with social media, leaving you let little or no time for reflecting on who you are, what you think, or why you act the way that you do. The thing that that allow you to grow as a person. Number six, engaging in risky behavior in order to gain likes, share, or positive reaction on social media. You play dangerous pranks, post embarrassing materials, cyberbully others, or access your phone while driving or in other unsafe situations. So number seven, suffering from sleep problem. So do you check social media last thing at night, first thing in the morning, or even when you wake up in the night? The light from the phone and other device can disrupt your sleep, which in turn can have a serious impact on your mental health. And last, number eight, worsening symptoms of anxiety or depression. Rather than helping to alleviate negative feeling and boost your mood, you feel more anxious, depressed, or lonely after using social media. The continuation is the third reporter, Miss Maricris Cataselo. So that's all. Thank you.
Well, 30 minutes a day may not be a realistic target for many of us. We can still benefit from reducing the amount of time we spend on social media. Does social media leave you feeling inadequate or disappointment about your life? You can counter symptoms of FOMO by focusing on what you have rather than what you lack. Make a list of all the positive aspects of your life and read it back when you feel you're missing out on something better. Assessing social media to find the specific information, check on a friend who's been in, or share new photos of your kids with family. For example, your experience is likely to be very done if you're logging on simply because you're bored. Set aside time each week to interact offline with friends and family. Try to make it regular get together where you always keep your phones up. If you've neglected face to face friendships, reach out to an old friend or an online friend and arrange to meet up. If you both had busy lives, offer to run errands or exercise together. If you're more prone to venting or negative posts, you can even express your gratitude on social media. Although you may benefit more from private reflections that isn't subject to the security of others.